And welcome back guys to the LP, the newest LP, the greatest LP of all time. Close Combat Cross of Iron. So this is the first time I'm gonna be doing a close combat game. I love close combat series. It's one of the best tactical strategy game, whatever, games. All in all, they're great games. I love them and I wanted to do one of them at least. So I chose, of course, per usual, the Eastern Front, the one front that I'm actually interested in. And barely know anything about it, but still, doesn't really matter. So Close Combat Cross of Iron is the third, well, it's a remake of the original game, you know, and that's about it. They're doing remakes, like Hollywood. So this is a remake of the original Eastern Front, if I'm not mistaken, called the original Close Combat Eastern Front. What it adds is like a freaking ability. So let's go to the options. So the options is just classical. You can see the Windows crap and all that shit. All in all, these are your options. The status indicators, the team info bars, you know, all the good stuff. I tend to go show command. You can show ammo, experience, morale, suppression. You will see what it actually shows. You have soldier outlines, which are just the outlines on your little peepsqueaks, your dudes. Around them to show that if they don't have ammo, they will be probably in red or whatever. I have no idea. And I don't use that because you know, outside soldiers in black is actually a good idea to do that. I'm gonna check that crap out maybe later on. Okay, so display team data, display inset map, and all the monitor. I will show you what the hell that actually does. F5, F6, and F7. All in all, I'll show you all that crap. In general, this is how the game speed, the resolution, you have a menu resolution. I prefer to play it as close as possible, like close combat. And of course, the scroll speed slow, but you will still need to use your keyboard keys, because arrow keys that is, because it's awful. It's so fast, it's ridiculous. And the sound volume, and this is the thing, sound volume. This is the remakes added the freaking slider, because on the original ones I couldn't find a way to actually lower the volume of the game and sounds which are ridiculously strong. It can actually kill your ear or ears if you have two. I have one. So anyway, enable music, enable videos, enable sound. I'm gonna enable sound, but enable videos I can because I get error constantly. I have not seen what actually the problem would be. It's probably some codecs bullcrap. I don't know. I have no idea at all. Music, there is no music except in the main menu of the screen, and that's about it. There is no in-game music. And of course, language options, the Russians speak Russian, Germans speak German. Much better, believe me, it helps a lot. Especially when you hear the Russians crying somewhere in the fog of war. You will know they're somewhere around, you know, they will not speak English, and you would not go like, well, who actually said that? Anyway, this is all the options screen. This is the main title screen, and of course these are your play game, boot camp, battle maker, multiplayer, play game, classical, play whatever you want to play. Boot camp is the boot camp, the tutorial, which I would advise, and plus read the manual because it will actually help you a lot. I did both. Battle maker, make your own battles and all the good stuff. Multiplayer, make your own multiplayer thingy. Well, play multiplayer, kill other people. Let's go and play. And now I have, of course, I have played a little bit of it, and I came to the Operation Typhoon. That's the second chapter, which as you can see compromises of few maps inside the chapters. You will see as time progresses and all that cool stuff. So now this is still a blind LP because this is where I came, where I stopped, because I had to recheck how the actual game will feel, maybe even if I will actually do an LP. This is an end map. But this one, Battle for Moscow, that is, as you can see here, I think this is like, maybe if you do good, you would actually, this is like a bonus map, so maybe if you do overly too good, you would get this map to fight on, maybe. All in all, usually there are 3 to 5 maps dependable upon a chapter. There are many chapters and the game is very long. So the main operation that I will go on historical. This is a list of historical battles. You have historical campaigns, operations. Okay, so if you don't want to just go with campaign usually consists, as you can see, this is a grand campaign. which will go from 1941 to 1945. 16 operations. These 16 operations are massive in scale. So you can choose who you're gonna play. I'm gonna play as the Germanoids, and all in all, this is gonna be the thing, I guess. I'm gonna be doing. Here are the settings. These are the settings for your stuff that you want to do, that you want to have. So as you can see, battle settings, your commander and online name, your player side, battle lands if you want timed battles. I don't do them because if the enemy morale breaks, you win anyway. So anyway, if they run away from the battlefield, I think. After taking all victory locations, you win, and of course you have 2 minutes warning. As you can see here, description. Read the description. Anyway, difficulty, we're gonna play near hero, not entire hero, because even I am crazy, but I'm not that crazy though. For instance, in Panthers of Fog, I'm playing the maximum difficulty, but it's not that hard. Anyway, so okay, we'll play on this one for now. As you can see, as a recruit, your side has advantage in strength, morale, and supplies. As a veteran, the sides are balanced as they were historically. Maybe we should go. Let's go with that. Let's not make the same as. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit here. You know what? Because I'm awesome. A little bit, you know, veteran. Okay. As a hero, your side is initially weaker, and when playing a campaign, has a fewer resources. So I'm gonna play on this one for now and see how it goes. But of course, you can't change the difficulty later on, so take it as is. So we're gonna take that. So this 100% tells you how much percentage of realism is in the game. So we're not 100%. We are awesome. But you can, of course, there's also realism settings that I did not show you. So players' troops, enemy troops. Okay, so you can always see an enemy, you know, and that will cut down on the realism. As you can see, 60%. Never act on initiative. Again, you have the description on every single thing here. Better read the damnable thing, okay? As you can see, use realism set to specify how much you want the game to emulate a real battlefield. The more realism, the higher your score when you win a battle. Not really caring for the score, to be honest, unless it adds something. I don't know if it does. So never act on initiative. Your units never act on their own, only when you give them orders. Risk of higher casualties. Always have full enemy info. You will receive information enemies similar to that of your own teams. Recommended for novice players. Always obey orders. Your units will obey whatever you tell them to do. Risk of higher casualties. So we're gonna maybe go with always have full enemy info. Why? Because I want to know what the enemy has, and plus it will help me maybe, you know, like I have not checked, to be honest, in this game at least, if there is like when you press on an enemy you see what they actually are, because I want to know what they have, and I can actually talk and say like, okay, we have enemies with PPSHs, Mossins, blah 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 blah, you know. So I'm gonna go with always have full enemy info maybe, and give them also, well, you know, fuck you, I'm not gonna give you, well, maybe not. You know what, let's go with the realism, so screw everything else. I'll see how it goes. So battle ending 2-minute warning, difficulty levels, as you can see here, time limit, blah blah blah, and this is our starting map. So we have 3 maps for this first chapter. Operation Barbarossa. Okay, so you have briefings. Okay, here briefing. This is if you want. This is mostly like you have a mission. Well, mission that is. You have like a story that is. This is my name, as you can see here. So this is a story of me, so to speak. How I go from, as you can see, Master Sergeant towards awesome. You know. So there it is. So you have operational briefings and battle briefing. Battle briefing are for what battle we have at the moment, which is operation. Actually, this battle map that is. So this map, for instance, this will give you a nice insight into what this battle will have inside of it, what positions you will take, what possible routes you can take to attack the enemy, and so on and so forth. Operational briefings are Operation Blitzkrieg Barbarossa, and it will tell you exactly what you want to know about it, a little bit in detail and all that. So I'm gonna start reading that first, Blitzkrieg Barbarossa, so I'm then moving on. So, June 26, 1941. Across the entire front, the great German army has smashed through the Bolsheviks' defenses, inflicting heavy losses in men and equipment. Your new command is a Kampfgruppe, combat group, attached to the 24th Motorized Division. Your mission is to exploit our breakthrough and drive on to Lvov. I have no idea how to read that crap. You will be advancing through the broken terrain where the many hills, streams and marshes will provide cover for harassing and delaying attacks. You may also encounter field fortification in some depth. Directly in front of you is the Soviet 214 Infantry Division, which may have support from the artillery and armored units. The enemy armored units may be using a new tank, designated T-34. Now this is for the entire operation, for all 3 maps he's telling you, so you will see as the time goes on. It's actually very nice. So the battle briefing. Okay, so Blitzkrieg, the war begins. The drive to Lvov is on. According to intelligence reports, the inept Bolshevik forces on your front should be no match for your well-trained and well-armed men. Your command is attached to the 24th Motorized Division. Your objective is to brush aside the enemy and continue to that city. You can win with infantry and light support, machine gun and mortar teams. However, armor or mobile support teams give you an advantage. A command tank or half-track doubtly so, because intelligence indicates the Russians have only light AP weapons. You can lead with armor. The summer weather means good cross-country footing for tanks and vehicles. Reconnaissance shows the ridgeline west of the river offers excellent fields of fire. If you take southern end of this ridge, you can cover the ridge beyond. You'll need to capture at least one crossing. The hills and buildings east of the river cover the crossings. Be prepared as you approach. Gain any of the hills east of the river and you can hit the enemy's position with flanking fire. So this is all nice and sweet. So we're gonna go on to the back first and foremost. We're gonna go back. Choose, of course, you have to choose first and foremost. You can read that later on anyway. So anyway, let's choose this. So we're gonna go Grand Campaign, War Begins. We're gonna call it Awesome of Alare. Now let's begin. So this is your main thing. This is the thing, okay? You have requisition points remaining. That is how much you can buy. Everything costs on the right side here. On the left side, you see what they are actually. Read what they are, what differences there are for each of these teams. And this is, of course, is Afghan. The most important thing. These are your units. So let's first and foremost go like this. Let's show you what we have here. We have conscripts. It will immediately divide conscript kind of infantry. On the right, we have command, infantry, armor, and support. Okay, and each one of them does different things. So let's go begin with the infantry. So on conscript, we have the rifle team. Okay, reserve infantry. As you can see here, this gives you a little insight what they should be used for and blah blah blah. So for instance, for this rifle team, reserve infantry, position these low quality teams behind the front lines. Use them to hold victory locations and free up higher quality units for other duties. Keep a commander near these teams when they come under fire to keep them from panicking. This is an info bar, and we have here details bar. This is what they are. Leader, their leader. Independence, limited actions, morale, likely to run, experience, no training. This bar here is morale, this bar is experience, okay? This is how many men are in the squad, well, in the team. In the squad, let's go in the squad. They're healthy, they're not hurt at the moment, they're not dead. This is what they have. They have an MP40, and they have a Kar-98. And they have, of course, hand grenades and smoke grenades. How many, of course, you can see. So one is using MP40 and others have Kar-98s. All four of them have the grenades and, of course, smoke grenades. Smoke grenades are very important, you will see later on. So we have those guys, right? We're not gonna care for them now. Let's go down the info screen and go with the regular infantry. So we have the heavy machine guns, machine gun teams, okay? They both have MG34s, okay? But these are heavy machine guns, okay? But all in all, this is a choice if you can make. Do you want a heavier machine gun? I think it depends on how many men you have in a squad. Yes. You see, heavy machine gun has 4 people in the squad. The, as you can see, machine gun, MG34, has only 3 guys in it. As you can see, 1 heavy machine gun, MG34, 1 Walter P38 and MP40. So 3 guys have the pistol, 1 has the MG34 and 1 MP40. I usually go with heavy machine gun because of the Kar-98, because all in all, you know, they're 21.18. I think it's worth the price of admission, so to speak. So I always go with 1 heavy MG gun because it's needed. As you can see, the corporal, limited action, morale, good morale, experienced, okay? all in all, they're quite different, and all in all, the heavy machine gun has also one smoke grenade. They will be needing those. So we're gonna go for now for one heavy machine gun team, and you can see 98 points left. Now we have to choose what's next. But okay, let's continue on. We'll go. This one video is gonna be mostly explanation of all these things, because this is the interesting thing. This is the thing actually that rolls everything forward. This is the thing. You know, let's mention it once and then don't mention it at all. So anyway, rifle squad, Schutzen, 1941, lieutenant infantry. I'm thinking this is a lieutenant infantry. Maybe light infantry, lieutenant infantry, I have no idea, to be honest. So anyway, LT infantry, a rifle squad, usually always good to have. We have rifle squad Schutzen and rifle squad Grenadier. Okay, rifle and Molotovs. Okay, as you can see, both of them have 2, 4, 6, 7 men in the squad. Of course, I could just read the freaking number, but that's okay. All of them have a 7 men. I usually go with the rifle squad Schutzen, lieutenant infantry, because they're the same points, but the Schutzen has an MG34, sorry, Panzer Bush 39, that is. I think that's an AT gun, if I'm not mistaken. An AT gun, yeah, Panzer armor, yeah, probably an AT rifle, that is. It has the Kar 98, and as the MP40, Molotovs, and grenade bundles. Also have the rifle grenades, which are awesome. They have the grenades and smoke grenades. The rifle squad, aka the Grenadiers, the rifle Molotovs, as you can see here, they have 4, 3. Okay, all in all, they're again, I don't choose these guys because honestly, having these guys have all this, it has advantages and plus gives you more stuff at the end of the day. So I go with the rifle squad. Let's go with one rifle squad. It's good to have that. Again, 83 points now. And now we have a recon squad. The recon squad compromises also, it was about 7 men, right? Yeah, Stoss troop. Okay, Stoss troop. And we have recon infantry, 18 points. 18 points, 7 MP40. So 7 guys have MP40. One has a Walther pistol. Well, let's just say P38, and of course 1 bundle. I have 5 smoke and 7 grenades. Fair morale, seen battle, all in all. I don't go with recon infantry because the recon, I do not know exactly. I mean, let's go with the info. I totally forgot about the info part. Info part. Use this recon squad as fire and maneuver units to capture victory location. Moderate firepower but light and AT capabilities makes them a good combined armed team for heavy guns or armor. Because we're not gonna really meet the armor and we don't really need them at the moment, I'm gonna choose mostly for the rifle squads, if nothing else. Costs less, has more stuff. You know, unless these guys have a better view distance, I do not think so. And these guys even have a better morale and experience. All in all, much better. So as you can see, rifle. You can see standard infantry, they have a little bit of difference. You see, rifle squad that we did not want to, the Grenadier team has a short range AT capability. Team has AT capability, so it definitely has a better rifle squad. Schutzen are better. Nonetheless, anyway, position these teams on the front line. Use them in any standard infantry role, attacking enemy positions, providing suppression fire, or defending your positions. All in all, Jesus, you know, oh, wow, man, I need to talk a lot. And so, okay, for now, let's just see that. I'm not gonna buy anything more yet, at least. So let's go on elite. On elite, we have a sniper. As you can see here, a little star. Star tells you unit is equipped for winter combat, which is very important during the later stages of war and all the good stuff. So the sniper, you can see the experience, the morale is big, excellent morale, tough veterans. It's good, I think, to have at least one sniper. For the cost, it has 7, and I can at least for now, I think I'll get 1 at least. So we're gonna elite plus has the, as I said, the winter for the later stages of war, like Operation Typhoon. This guy has winter gear. That means that he's specialized for winter combat and he can just be awesome like that. So position this marksman with a clear fields of fire so they can pick off enemy commanders or protect your flanks from infiltration. Infiltration will not happen at the moment, I hope at least, but all in all they should be able to see most of the enemy. Snipers have a longer effective range than regular infantry rifles. Snipers cannot capture victory locations. Nonetheless, I'm gonna position him mostly on hills and hopefully he does his job and actually kills. So here's his Kar 98. ZF-41, all in all Scar 98 with the sniper scope and all the good stuff. He's a sergeant, he's a leader, he's an awesome, he has also grenades, he's awesome like that. So all in all, that's it for the infantry, okay? So we have a command. Elite, nothing. Conscripts, nothing. Regular, something. Now, regular, we have Lieutenant Light Command Tank. I really don't know if this is Lieutenant Command Tank or Light Command Tank, whatever. We have a Command Tank here. Panzer II. I would never go with the immediate, at least not the beginning. I would never go with the tanks because they cost a lot for the points, but especially at the beginning we need more manpower so we can later on get those points and get our platoon leader, aka me, which is actually you or whoever plays this. You're the platoon leader of 2 dudes, and if you want this, you can take this one of these tanks and refit for your tanks, but I'm not gonna do that at the moment. I think it's good to have one more command team. Again, commander, you have like, okay, so we have command tanks, Panzer II, Panzer blah blah blah, that dude. Panzerbewagen, whatever, 1. Command half tracks 2516. Okay, as again you can see what each one of them has. As you can see here, has, as you can see, 2 centimeter L55, MG34, and of course MP40, 3 grenades, MP38. Okay, good stuff, the bad stuff, the ugly stuff. Okay. Again, you will know what they actually have. Again, this is only a command tank, so all in all, this is just like an APC also. Half-track has the 37mm gun on him, so he's excellent for the lighter tanks. And actually, 37mm should do excellent because light tanks the enemy doesn't have. So maybe, but again, the thing is, the enemy might put some things that you do not expect. It's not always the same, I would say. Okay, command team, group leader, Gruppenführer, and Zugführer. Now I usually get with Zugführers, I don't know why, but let's see. This is 1717, right? So let's see their infos, okay? So command team has the winter gear, pre-war and early war. Okay, the good stuff, the bad stuff. Commanders provide leadership. Command staffs add firepower and make commanders more effective. Make sure the commander's radius encompasses the teams you want controlled. Use them to command assaults and anchor defensive positions. And this is the very important thing in close combat because they add morale. If the enemy, that is your units have lower morale during the combat, they will try and flee, and you lose that unit most of the time. So you always have at least 2 commanders, including your platoon leader, which is again you're the D1, you know, you're the one that actually controls it all. So you have your command ability, and if you add the 1 more command team, it would be awesome. So I'm gonna add 1 command team. I'm just gonna see what each of them has. So okay, so this group all comprise of 3 people, right? So one has the MP40, one has the Kar 98, but this one has a P38. You know, 2-1, 2-1. But at least it would seem the third one doesn't have. I mean, it has, of course, yeah, command, yeah, 1. It would seem the third one in this group doesn't have any. Maybe it does. Maybe just an adding. Yeah. I would seem that also one of them has a P38. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna take one of them at least. Just one of them. Okay, good stuff, bad stuff, awesome stuff. So that's it for the command. Regular and elite. Elite you at the moment don't have absolutely nothing. So let's go infantry, armor. So in armor we have conscripts, nothing, regular, something. We have the medium tank Panzer III H version, and of course 232 with its 20mm gun. Again, I'm not gonna take any of this. And of course in elite we have Panzer 38, an awesome weapon of choice. Again, if you have points for it, we do not have, so screw that. Support, this is very important. Support usually come into many different shapes and sizes. We have the AT rifle, whatever. All in all, we have the packs, AA guns, we have mortar teams. Again, very important to have at least 1 mortar team, I would say. 80mm, grenade werfer, 34. I definitely gonna go for one of these medium mortars, much better to have. As you can see, 80mm, 4-man crew, good morale, great stuff. Definitely I'm gonna go with one of the mortars. We have a flamethrower team. I never use these guys, especially not in the open areas. Useless. He's gonna get shot and probably blow up and probably kill most of your units. So let's return to the infantry, because the moment I want to waste all my points, because that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna go with another heavy machine gun, okay, and then one other rifle squad, and it's perfect combination. We have 2 more slots left. As you can see, must be first sergeant to fill this slot. Then SS and guard units become available, and then of course airborne units become available later on. And all in all, you have a huge teams of awesome to fight for you. So we're gonna that's it. Here are also refit, rest, rename, and retire units. Of course, refitting is if you lose some units in the squad, you can refit them, get some better equipment for them later on. Like I'm gonna put my platoon leader later on in Panzer IV, hopefully. So he gets greater range of command and all the good stuff. And of course, all these units gain experience. Remember that experience very important. They will gain it as the time passes on. If you keep them in the battle, and if of course survive. Resting, if you want to rest the wounded man and all that. Rename, of course, if you rename your, as you can see, rename here. Platoon leader will be platoon leader, and me. I would add like, damn, I can just add platoon. I have no idea. I'm not gonna add anything at the moment. I have no idea. I'm not good with names, okay? So I'm just gonna go as this. So the map, it shows you the map screen where we begin, the enemy positions on the map, and it's just gonna be awesome. This is where we begin. It could be actually quite a short battle or quite a long battle, dependable on the enemy. History, this is of course history screen. This is all where you're gonna fight all over the place. As you can see, Blitzkrieg begins here, ends with the Götterdam, that thing, and that's about it. Briefing, we have seen that. Revert to cancel all team selections you made, and that's about it. And I think that's gonna be for this video. That's gonna be awesome. This is just an introductory video to everything here. This is the most basic things at the moment. Later on, it's gonna be much more cruel and eviler and all good stuff, the bad stuff, and the ugly stuff.